Good morning. So I'm up in the San Gorgonio Wilderness doing a quick overnight and thought I would do a quick review of my new bear can. I got a Bearikade from Bearikade. A very lightweight but pricey bear can. So I'm gonna just take it out of my pack and show it to you and talk a little bit about it. So there it is. I got the small one. I think they call it the Scout, and it's about the same size as a Bearvault 450, but actually it's a little bit bigger, and that's both a good thing and a bad thing when it comes to this thing. First of all, it's carbon fiber and then machined aluminum ends that are epoxied on. These little closures for opening it like that. So you need like a washer or a quarter or something like that you got to carry with you to open these things. And they snap really well. They work really well. The guy who designed these and who makes them is a aeronautics engineer, and so this is very good quality. When you open it, you got the lid on there. This is like machined aluminum, very strong. And inside you got a ton of room. I'm just here for an overnight, so I've got my battery, my toiletries, my water filter, and a bunch of other stuff in here. And then, as usual, I've got food for several days. But a ton of room in here. And once you got the lid off, it goes in pretty easily. These things do stick out a little bit, but they're not too bad. So good access to it. It opens. I don't like how the Bearvault opens. I can never get those little clip things to go by, or the little push it in and that. So it's different. I kind of like it better in some ways, but it's different. The challenge is you got to carry an opener, a washer, or a quarter or something. So again, you just turn them, and it's locked. Now what I've done is I brought this up. This is like my third time using it, and I lost my quarter. I had to dig out my pocket knife and futz around with it. So I made myself a little pocket thingy for my washer. This is from one of those like thin cutting boards. I was doing some other stuff with it, making some. I had a couple other projects, and made a little envelope. And my washer just fits nicely in there. I've got it set up so that this thing just like snaps shut, and I've got it glued on there with JB weld. So I tried CA glue, but it pulled off right away. So I came up with the idea of JB weld, and that seems to be holding it well. I figure if a bear, kind of gets some leverage on that, they'll just rip it off. So I'm not too worried about that. It's not on there that strong. This will just break off. It won't be a problem. So yeah, the Bearikade, pricey. I forget what I paid for it, but it's expensive. So it is half the weight though of a Bearvault, and those Bearvaults are heavy. So this is half the weight. You pay for it. The other problem is it's a little bigger, and that's kind of good and kind of bad. It's good in that you got more space, but for me, for overnights, it's a little bit of overkill, and that means it doesn't fit in the pack quite as well. And these edges are kind of a little bit more, square edges. So I worry a little bit about that. So I'm going to just show you how I get it in there. I've had to kind of rethink my packing, but you'll see it goes in. But it's a little snugger than a Bearvault. Now, if I had the bigger one, I'd obviously just strap it on top. But it does sort of fill things up, and it's like round. So the way I pack my bag, I kind of want it to be kind of skinny. And then I just take my rain thing and my warm sweater thingy and stuff it in there. But it doesn't go quite as good as a Bearvault. Bearvault was a little easier to get in there and fit a little better. So there is that. And then put this up on top, and we're kind of full up here, but yeah, it does fit. I just don't like the fit as well. You know, it's sticking out there, and the first time I used it, I didn't get it in there right and had it kind of sticking in my back. So it's taken a little bit of rethinking about how I pack. So anyways, Bearikade, lightweight bear can. So pluses, it's lightweight. It's cool. It's got carbon fiber in it. I love carbon fiber. I love all these kind of high-tech things. Downsides, it's a pricey piece of gear. Very pricey. And downside is it's kind of a little bit more bulky than the Bearikade. So downside there. Is it easier to open? Hard to say. I like the little hack I've done on it, so that helps a little bit. But yeah, there you have it. My impression of the Bearikade. Would I buy it again? I don't know. Hard to say. It's cool. It's made in Southern California, and kind of cottage industry. So I kind of like that. So yeah, this is Big Cheese for Big Cheese Adventures up in the San Gorgonio Wilderness, doing a quick overnight and a review of the Bearikade bear can.